Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the 10 fastest vehicles in all of Grand Theft Auto Online in 2024. Now, I should point out that I'm not going to be putting HSW vehicles in today's list. I will be doing a future video talking about the fastest HSW cars in 2024, but because those are really in their own type of category, we're just going to be sticking to normal vehicles for today's video. Now, when I say normal, I am including rocket boost cars, so vehicles like the Vigilante or other rocket boost vehicles might make the list, but I guess we'll have to find out. Either way, buckle up, let's get straight into it. In the number 10 position, we arrive at a sports car, the Itali RSX. This is an incredibly nice looking vehicle. I'm a huge fan of the design this car has, although I'm not the biggest fan of the back. I think the front and overall design that Rockstar gave this car looks really, really clean. And this car is fast. It's able to achieve a top speed of 135 miles per hour. Not only making it one of the fastest sports cars in the game, but it also has absolutely incredible handling. So the RSX is definitely a great pickup. The only downside is it's also one of the most expensive sports cars available in the game, sitting upwards of $3.6 million if you don't own the trade price. So I would not recommend to buy this car unless you have the trade price. And even then, there are definitely better vehicles on the list, including another sports car, and it's about half the price. So we'll be leaving this one in the number 10 position. It's a really nice car, but I don't know if I can say it's worth it for how freaking expensive it is. In 9th place, we arrive at our first rocket boosting vehicle. This is the Pigi Toradora. I mean, it's pretty common sense why this vehicle is so fast. It has a rocket boost. Using this boost allows you to average out a speed of 135.25 miles per hour, just slightly edging out the Itali RSX. There's really no difference in speed between these two vehicles, though. However, I will say that the Toradora obviously has a much better lap time, down to the fact this vehicle is able to control its speed with a rocket boost. So you can brake, lose all of your speed rolling around a corner, but then you can imagine it like this. We're rolling around the corner, brake, and then the moment we get around the corner, we can apply a rocket boost, which allows us to get all of that speed back and crash into a wall. But yeah, the rocket boost on this vehicle is very nice, and it makes it super, super fun to drive. Toradora also features rockets, which means you can absolutely decimate vehicles in front of you, which is super duper fun. These are homing rockets. It can survive upwards of 6 to 7 homing missiles, which is really nice. So the Toradora is just a great vehicle in general. It's fast, it's got armor, and it even has the ability to go underwater, which just really makes this a super, super cool vehicle. So I would highly recommend, actually, out of all the vehicles in this list, that this is one of the cars you pick up if you're going for speed and kind of just an all-rounder in the armor and defensive capability department. In the number 8 position, we arrive at the OCElot Parah. Once again, another sports car. And unlike the RSX, this is not a ridiculously expensive vehicle, only coming in at a price of $1.4 million. Anybody that doesn't own the Parah, whether you're new or experienced, just buy it. The vehicle can achieve an actually insane top speed of 136 miles per hour. That is faster than the majority of supercars, so let alone this being a sports car. The car is great customization, it looks fantastic in my personal opinion, and it even has really good handling. It leaves the RSX in the dust when it comes to the lap time department because the vehicle actually has really good grip. So the Parah itself is just an amazing vehicle. I would recommend everybody to pick it up that doesn't own it. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comments down below, but definitely a steal of a deal. Moving on, we have the BF400, a motorcycle. Definitely not the last motorcycle to hit the list for today's video. This vehicle is able to achieve a very, very respectable 137 miles per hour. That is super fast when it comes to any type of top speed category, especially because this is actually an off-road motorcycle. It makes it very good off-road handling, super, super fun, and great suspension to mess around, but it also makes it super good to just drive on the road. Because it's a motorcycle, it obviously features much better handling than your average type of car. You're not going to spin out because you can't spin out, but you obviously have one big downside, and that is the fact you will just, you know, die or lose a lot of your health if you drive into a vehicle like that. So you do got to be careful about motorcycles when it comes to at least driving. If you suck at driving, motorcycles probably aren't going to be the type of vehicle for you. But in terms of just handling and top speed, the BF400 is insane. Now, I should mention that all the motorcycles are only able to achieve their top speeds when doing wheelies. That makes sense because you have a lot less friction and you have just one wheel applying the power. But yeah, when it comes to speed, this vehicle is only going to be able to achieve it while applying a wheelie, but it's still very impressive that it can go 137 miles per hour. This next vehicle takes speed to a whole different level, the BF Weevil Custom. It's kind of funny that one of the fastest cars in the game comes from one of the slowest cars in the game, the BF Weevil. The Custom is a Benny's upgraded version, and it's one of the newest vehicles in this list of 2024 vehicles. The Weevil Custom is fast. It can go 137 miles per hour. Unfortunately, that's all it has going for it. In terms of handling, this is probably the worst handling car in Grand Theft Auto Online. You might think I'm joking. I'm not. This is literally the worst handling vehicle. That was a full turn you just saw me do there, and not only did the vehicle not make the turn, but then it almost spun out after holding it for the entire time. People don't realize how bad this car is to drive until they buy it, and then they're like, oh my god, you were right, this vehicle is atrocious. So if you want to race your friends at the drag strip, this vehicle's insane. It has one of the fastest acceleration curves right up there next to vehicles like the OCElot Virtue. But, yeah, handling-wise, this is a solid 0 out of 10. The vehicle cannot handle for the life of it. Up next, we arrive at the Manchest Scout. This is probably my favorite motorcycle in the list, and it is the first vehicle in today's video to break the 140 mile per hour barrier. Now, I should mention that the Manchest Scout C, which is the Acid Lab motorcycle, is very close in top speed. It's able to achieve 137 miles per hour. But this vehicle is the Manchest Scout base version, which you can buy just on Warstock Cash and Carry, and it can go 140. So do keep that in mind. There are slight differences between the Acid Lab variant of this vehicle and the normal variant. But with that aside, this vehicle is still very, very fun to drive around. My favorite thing about this motorcycle, and the reason why it's probably one of my favorite motorcycles in the game, is because you can almost crash into a vehicle. But no, you can actually turn it. You can see I'm in a wheelie here, but I can turn the vehicle while it's wheeling, which makes it really fun to mess around with and just handle in general. Not only can you like somewhat turn the vehicle while it's wheeling, but it's another off-road motorcycle, just like the BF400, which actually makes it really fun to do off-roading tricks in, and it's just a really good all-rounder. It's got speed, it's got acceleration, handling, because it is a motorcycle, and it looks great because it's got a lot of good customization going for it. Plus, it's super easy to wheelie. So yeah, the Manchest Scout is a great pickup for anybody that wants just a fantastic all-rounder, and the fact that it's also super cheap is just the cherry on top. In fourth place, we arrive at the Future Shock ZR380, a vehicle that most people literally don't know anything about or how to even purchase. To get your hands on this vehicle, you need to own an arena workshop, and then you can purchase the base variant of the car and upgrade it. I think this vehicle is amazing, and it's one of my favorite cars in the game. It's got a couple reasons to why it's so cool. First of all, that plow on the front, it actually works. See this Jeep in front of me? Watch this. Yeet! As you can see, we sent that vehicle flying, and yeah, the plow easily sends vehicles tumbling out of your way. I mean, look at that. So yeah, the plow working is incredible. But not only that, this vehicle features a completely bulletproof front window. You can shoot at that front glass all you want. You will never cut right through it. I should mention that that only works for the Future Shock variant. But the best part about this vehicle is that it also features a rocket boost. You can see the exhaust on the back of the vehicle activate. When you apply that NOS boost, the vehicle is able to achieve a top speed of 140 miles per hour on average. That is actually insane. I mean, look at the sheer speed this vehicle is able to achieve. There's one problem, and that is the handling again. This vehicle, just like the BF Weevil, kind of trades that speed for pretty mediocre handling. It's not as bad as the BF Weevil Custom, but while you're applying that rocket boost, you got to be really careful because the vehicle can very easily just spin out. Thankfully, you at least have a plow, which will send vehicles out of your way if you do end up crashing into them. So overall, I really, really like this car. The fact that it can go 140 miles per hour, it looks amazing, and is just very fun to drive is absolutely incredible, and I would highly recommend to pick this vehicle up if you don't own one already. It's been a while since we've seen a rocket boosting vehicle, but we arrive at the Vigilante, and this is a very, very quick vehicle, going from our speed of 140 on the ZR380 to 147 on the Vigilante. This vehicle is indeed a supercar, and it's got a couple cool things going for it. First of all, it features a machine gun. The machine gun's pretty lame, I'll admit, but it has missiles, and the missiles are actually quite devastating. So it actually is a very dangerous vehicle. I should also mention they are homing missiles. The rocket boost is by far the best out of all the rocket boosting vehicles, and you'll notice this car's got some weight for it. You can easily send vehicles out of your way, no problem whatsoever, allowing you to just really never worry about crashing at all. So this vehicle's fast, it's got good handling, and it's got an incredible speed because of the rocket boost. It's just a great vehicle in general. I would highly, highly recommend to keep your eyes on the Vigilante. There's also one other very nice thing about this vehicle, and that is the fact that you can use it in missions. Yes, you heard that right. You want to do any mission, whether it's a heist setup or anything like that, you can call this vehicle out. That is a huge advantage. The Toradora used to be able to be used in missions, but Rockstar nerfed it. So now it is just the Vigilante. Super fun vehicle, definitely worth a pickup. We arrive at another arena vehicle, this one being the Death Bike. And there's a couple great things about the Death Bike. First of all, first vehicle to reach 150 miles per hour in the list, which is kind of insane. So it's really, really fast. The second thing that's great, you don't need to achieve a wheelie to get the speed in this vehicle, because you can't even really wheelie. I mean, this is a full wheelie in the motorcycle. The reason it's so fast is because it features a rocket boost. It's another arena vehicle, so obviously. But it's also got some really cool things going for it. Those saw blades, if you touch any person, will instantly kill them. And it features two freaking miniguns on the car, or the motorcycle, which as we can see, will deal massive amounts of damage and just absolutely wreak havoc on anybody near you. So this vehicle's got dangerous weapons, it's fast, and it's actually not that expensive, to be completely real. But you do need to own an arena to get your hands on this vehicle. Overall, the Death Bike is a really, really fun motorcycle. I actually own two of them, so I would definitely recommend to pick it up. And in the number one position, we arrive at the Western Reaver. This is the fastest vehicle in all of Grand Theft Auto Online without HSW. It achieves a top speed of 163 miles per hour. That is insane when you think about it. That is actually insane. It's just crazy. Now, the way you achieve this speed is just by simply wheeling. You can see on our speedo right now, we're already going 140. Just got to keep holding that wheelie, 150. It is really tricky to get to that speed, though, because you have to basically never crash while doing the wheelie. But you can see here, 140, 150, we keep going, 153, 156. It's hard, but you can do it. This vehicle is fast, and as long as you can keep wheeling in the motorcycle, you will just keep getting these actually insane speeds. Look at this, 130, 140, and then 150. Oh, and we're almost dead. But either way, the vehicle is insanely fast, and if you want to achieve only speed, then this is the vehicle for you. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about today's list. What's your favorite vehicles? Oh, we almost got to 160, and then we... Oh, no! Can I pull out the chute? Can I pull out the chute? Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Oh, oh! Look at that. I can't believe we ended off the video like that. That's actually insane. Well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.